Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. You can hear the caroling song with all Santa's little helpers. Can't wait for him to be alone. That's Christmas to me. That's Christmas to me. That's Christmas to me. That's Christmas to me. Picking out the leaves on the crooked Christmas trees. That's Christmas to me. That's Christmas to me. That's Christmas to me. For you, just to spend some good old time with my family.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Coffee Company. I'm here today, just in time with Mr. Coover99, and we're just gonna chill. It's a horrible day, isn't it, Cooves? How is the weather by you? But it's bleak out there. It is.
Curtains drawn. I'm just ignoring it.
Damn right, Cooves. But look out there. It is absolutely miserable out there. It's raining. It's chilly.
Replace. Oh, look at it this way. Replace that rain with snow, and it'll be lovely.
Oh, it would be. It'd be amazing. But it's horrible. It is really horrible out there. But how you doing, Cooves?
I'm doing well. Still sort of same as Mr. Daigle. Interrupted sleep patterns, trying to grab little cat naps in the day to make up for it. So I nearly missed the start of the show.
It's all right, Cooves. It's all right.
Luckily, I have medicine. Nice cup of tea.
Damn right.
The mortal enemy of your coffee shop, isn't it?
It's not the mortal enemy. It is a colleague.
It is.
It's a colleague. It is a colleague.
I'm going to tell them not to attack my leafy brethren.
Yeah.
Leafy in.
Yeah. No, not that. No, too much, Cooves. Too much. That is the mortal enemy. But before I make myself a coffee and we have a chill out for an hour, let's see who's in the chat. We've got Lee Smithy Smith. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, Smithy. We've got Drew Lala. Good to see you, miss. Good to see you. We got the number one Agon bar in the world. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. We've got the sheriffs in the house. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. We've got Drew Lala saying afternoon to Cuba. Big up, kids. We got Stu Boy. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully you're well. And Mark is saying it never rains in Somerset or Dorset. Well, clearly it does because it's bloody awful. I can prove that with the art of Apple weather. I can prove it.
No, it's all lies. That's
it's lies.
We have deserts. It's like the Sahara out the back of the moment.
But yeah, Coos, what do you want to chat about on this Blues Day? It's bloody awful.
Well, it's Christmassy sort of theme, isn't it? So, which should really stick to topic. I was going to go for let's start off with what's everyone's cheesiest Christmas song?
Great one, Coos. Everyone put that in the chat whilst I make the coffee for myself. But I've not heard that much Christmas music, but that's because I don't go out anymore. Are you in the same boat? You just don't hear Christmas music anymore.
Yeah, you're right. It used to be very much the sort of thing going past the town centre, shop after shop, Christmas music belting out there. Same as most places. A lot of the shops are shut down now, and people have got used to it. Ever since COVID and things like that, people have got used to being at home instead of out in the streets. So, it's a kind of different vibe nowadays. And people are using online stuff rather than watching the traditional television. So a lot of the adverts are missing. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Everyone put your cheesiest Christmas song in the chat. I bloody need a coffee. I need to join you for the caffeine beverages. It's unacceptable.
Absolutely.
Damn right.
It's scientifically proven you can't function without at least 6 cups of caffeine a day.
Yeah, damn right. Damn right.
I have worked out that I'm probably drinking about a gallon of tea a day and through the winter.
That's a good gallon, though.
It's a decent amount of liquids, that's for sure. I'm not sure all of it should be tea, though.
That's what keeps Britain going, Coves.
I think Drew Lala, she's saying probably the one for me. It's really cheesy. That's Mariah Carey.
I wouldn't call that cheesy. Oh, he's cheesy. Cliff Richard is definitely cheesy.
I don't know whether I'd class it as cheesy or sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think you could go for the really tacky stuff, the novelty ones. I'm sure there'll be stuff like by the likes of Roland Rat or Keith Orville.
Kevin.
Keith Harrison Orville as well, that sort of thing.
Kevin. Apple weather is always wrong. Big up, Tom. Good to see you, mate. The one Bo Selector did. Everything Keith Lemon did was bloody awful. My God, he's funny, but he's awful at the same time. Anything Christmas that Mariah Carey sings.
Oh, yeah, Celebrity Juice, though, Keith Lemon. I love that.
That was a brilliant show. That was an absolute classic program. Like, everything about it was brilliant. That was probably the best thing he did. I wasn't a massive fan of Bo Selector, but that was really good. Good King Wensleydale was there.
Nice. Yeah. I like that.
That's a good one. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing great. Good to see you, Scotty. I don't know
waiting for the first negative comment, and that wasn't it. Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you, Scotty. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Kim Wilde and Mel Smith. I don't think that's cheesy, though. I just think that's a good song. Could be Scrumpy Coves. It could be Scrumpy, hot Scrumpy in a mug.
Could be.
Yeah. What tea, though, Coves? What tea have you gone for?
I'm just drinking a pretty much a standard one for me, Yorkshire Gold.
Oh, Yorkshire Gold's good. It's much better than the normal Yorkshire.
Yeah, if I've got a lot of time, I will brew a pot of loose leaf Darjeeling, though. I'm very partial to that. I really like strong teas if I can help it. Yeah.
I'm still loving that Twinings dark caramel tea that they've got at the moment on special edition. That's really decent.
Caramel?
Dark caramel, yeah. It's got a lovely sort of treacly flavour to it. But I feel like one tea bag isn't enough. I've got to put 2 tea bags in because I really want that.
Bad for your end as well.
Yeah. Probably. But Cheesy Christmas songs.
Scrumpy's one of those drinks that tends to have a bit of follow through.
Yeah.
Not in a good sense.
No, that's an awful. That would make you. They give you pickle axe to make you go to the loo. Just a pint of scrumpy will do you in.
Fermenting fruit. I mean, what else can you say?
Kombucha does it as well. That would be.
That's probably why they give it and serve it in such little measures, isn't it?
Probably. Kombucha is good though. That's really good. Is it me or who keeps freezing or you? Are we freezing? I don't think we're.
It's the time of year.
Yeah, it is that time of year. It is. I agree with you, mate.
Seems okay to me though. So perhaps it's on you, Stuart.
Oh, same here. Might be a YouTube thing.
Could be.
Oh, looks like we're chilling out today, Coos, and no one can watch us. Sodom.
That's fine.
No one wants to watch this anyway.
I'm used to that whenever I start talking about anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a YouTube problem. It's a YouTube problem because I've got nothing on my end that says it's freezing. So let's have a look. They're making me have to actually do shit.
Interesting. Oh no, wait. No, I was trying to look at the live stream on mine, and I was minutes behind anyway. So never mind. Okay. Well, what can we do? Not a lot.
Have a look. On my screen, it actually looks all right. It looks all right on my screen. Maybe you just need to refresh your screens, everyone. But we'll continue.
Or people just aren't watching hard enough.
Damn right.
Yeah, do it better.
Damn right. Watch better. But okay, it's good. Homie's back out and come back in. Yeah, so you just refresh the stream and then it should be better for you. Cheers, Leo, homie. Cheers, Leo, mate. Hopefully you're doing good as well, Leo. Big up to Mark CFC. Big up to you. Let's have this coffee finally. But it just won't stop raining. It will not stop raining.
Still, at least your roof's not leaking this time.
Damn right. The mastic is working. All good in the hood at the moment. All good in the hood. Great stuff, Stu boy. Great stuff. Stuart needs a massive mention because he invited myself and Graham. Oh, he didn't invite me. His son Jamie invited. And they provided really good salt beef sandwiches. So big up to Stuart's family for organising really good. They knew.
I've still forgotten to get hold of some for myself.
Yeah.
Dying to try it. It sounds exactly something I would like.
Yeah, it's very, very rustic. But Graham had 6 of them. That's how good they were. They were bloody tasty. Good to see you, Jason Bell. Good to see you, mate. Big up Vancouver and all in chat. Good to see you, Jason. Hopefully you are well. What movies are you looking forward to over the Christmas period, Coos? Or are you just gonna?
Is Mia there? No, she's not.
She's not.
But you know the one.
Die Hard.
Every Christmas, absolutely every Christmas, and on Boxing Day, Die Hard too. It's just what I do. It's tradition for me.
Damn right, it's a good tradition.
Otherwise, I like some old, real classics. It's a Wonderful Life, things like that. I mean, if I'm going to go Disney, it's kind of things like Toy Story, or although it's not Christmas based, it's just that kind of happy mood.
Yeah, you need happy films this time of year. Muppets Christmas Carol, if you want a Disney Christmas film, it's the only one I think. That's the by far the best one.
Yeah, I've always been partial to a bit of Muppets. Well, you have to when you support Spurs. So. Oops.
For God's sake, Kuba. Oh, where is it?
Caught you off guard, Dad.
Die Hard is a Christmas film.
Absolutely, it is.
It's a Christmas film. It happens at Christmas, and there is a Christmas tree. Ooh. My sister did them. Ooh. Good stuff. Laurel and Hardy normally on at Christmas. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those old black and white things, fantastic. Used to like things like Harold Lloyd as well, the silent comedian, always hanging off a clock on the side of a building and things like that. Yeah, crazy stuff. Lauren Hardy, absolutely classic stuff.
Muppets doing Macbeth. That would be amazing. Miss Piggy as Lady M. Who says no? No one. I'd watch it.
I'd like to see Muppets' version of Reservoir Dogs as well.
Yeah? Anything. Muppets version of Mad Max.
No, don't be silly now.
Animal was Tom Hardy.
Would that work? Would that work?
No. And
no,
that's why you
it
do
really
it.
wouldn't, would it?
Anything Muppets. On Christmas Eve, don't forget to leave the shoes, cigarettes, and a Twinkie in the ductwork for John McClane's visit.
True.
Brilliant. Muppets do Angela's Ashes. Oh, for God's sake. What Christmas films do you want the Muppets to do? Everyone in chat.
Or perhaps which Christmas film or which film should the Muppets definitely not do as well?
Yeah. Do it. So Muppets should definitely do Only Fools and Horses because that
Muppets Sophie's Choice. Just no.
Muppets do Debbie Does Dallas.
What? Muppets do Dallas. It's easier. Kermit does Dallas.
Yeah, it could work.
That Tom Hanks film where what's the one where he's marooned on the desert island again? Castaway.
Oh, Muppets do Castaway.
How could that work?
Which Muppet would you choose for Tom Hanks?
It would just be Kermit, wouldn't it? It would have to be.
All right, it works. The Muppets shouldn't do anything World War II. No, they shouldn't, probably. Good morning to two of my favourite people in the world and all in chat. Good to see you, Bobby. Good to see you, mate. Wonderful live. Die Hard Muppet. Die Hard Christmas movie. Yeah, damn right. That's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one indeed. Oh, for God's sake, Lee. Disgrace, mate. Disgrace. Beaker does Winston Churchill's Never Surrender speech.
Yes. Yes. I'm all for that.
Yes, make that film. Muppets do Darkest Hour. I might watch that, actually. I love that film. That's a great film.
I just thought something for the first time in my lifetime that's going to happen this Christmas. It'll be the King's Speech.
Last year was a King's Speech, no?
Is it that long already? I thought that happened this year.
It's been a long time.
Jesus.
The second one.
All right. Be the first one I might watch, but might not.
Yeah. We're doing a 24-hour Tottenham on Tour stream, Coos. Have you not heard yet? We're going to stream Christmas dinner, and we're going to write a Christmas pantomime with Tottenham on Tour.
I'm up for that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Brian Daigle was the fairy godmother. Your wish is my command.
I still feel like I want to be Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
That's another one as well. Which Muppet character would you like to be?
Oh, me? I think I would be Scooter. Or something like that. Yeah. Or I would be Rolf the dog. Because I love Rolf the dog.
Would Bobby K and I be Bert and Ernie, maybe? I don't know.
Not Muppets.
Oh, no.
I think you guys would be Dr. Bunsen, Honeydew, and Beaker. Decide which one is which.
Yeah, I think Beaker's got a lot of potential. I'd go for that.
Yeah, I think that really works. It's behind you. Oh, no, it isn't. I'm normally asleep when the speech comes on. Yeah, it's that time of day, afternoon. I'm finally here. It was in Perchy stream. What's happened? I believe this is the first year that Chuck is officially king. The coronation was part of this past. His first coronated king. That's what you mean. Okay. Yeah, that works. Gonzo. You think, would I be Gonzo?
Maybe. Maybe.
We know that Daigle is animal. It's his animal.
Yeah, there's no getting around that one, is there?
Yeah.
It has to be.
There's no way around it. Who's Kermit the Frog? Ben or Sim?
That's a difficult one, isn't it?
Oh no, that's it. That's you and Bobby K. 100%. Definitely.
Is that the old fellas on the balcony
complaining on the balcony the entire time?
Oh, surely that's Scott M in both roles.
It could be. It could be. But that sounds brilliant. That's brilliant. Yes. That's
actually that could be Mark and I, actually, couldn't it? We'll do a West Country version.
Oh no, this has got to be you and Bobby.
Fair.
It's always been my dream to come back here. Dreams? Those were nightmares. Yeah. Everyone wants to be Waldorf and Statler. Everyone wants to be Waldorf and Statler. Those are the two best characters.
Oh, come on. Keep it. Am I getting it wrong again? I was going to say Fozzie Bear again, and I'm suddenly doubting myself.
Bobby K could definitely be Fozzie Bear. Bobby K could definitely be Fozzie Bear if he wanted to.
Yeah, I can see that. That.
Mm.
You've got that slight element of racism to go with that, haven't you? So it works. Yeah. Everyone in chat, vote for who you think that each person's Muppet character will be, and we will grade them. Rez is a difficult one. Rez would be Sam the Eagle, I think, because it'd just be irony that the most patriotic American guy would be Rez. Yeah, it would definitely be ironic.
It would be very ironic.
I don't know who else you'd pick out for him. No, he's a tricky one, isn't he?
That would be an intelligent character.
I can see part Kermit as well, though.
He could be Kermit as well. Could be. We've got good afternoon, Mr. James Flower. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Great to see you earlier. Good to see you, Five Guys. And you know you are. Big up, mate. Big up. Hopefully you're well. We are voting for Spurs YouTubers Muppets characters, and I want them all in the chat. All in the chat who you think could be a Muppet. Someone pick the homie a Muppet. Oh, Leo's a difficult one. Leo's a difficult one.
It's got to be somebody reliable.
Yeah.
But they've also got to be kind of like on it a little bit of streets thrown in, a little bit of humor, a little bit of he's a tricky one. I think Leo's too much of an all-rounder.
Leo is the count. I like it. Cooper is definitely. No, he's not. That's Daigle. Daigle is definitely animal, whether you like it or not. He just is. The Swedish Muppet, the fish guy. No, Swedish one is the Swedish chef. Oh, Leo could be the Swedish chef, even though he's not Swedish. Ha ha, ha ha.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I still can't think of a perfect fit for Leo.
Yeah,
Leo would be the guest.
Probably. Mark Cousins could be the Swedish chef.
Take it Somerset instead of Swedish. Yeah,
like Somerset. Oi, get off my lawn. Oh, that works for me.
It works.
That works. Chef.
Same chef for me.
Chef. Cuba, Scania. That's just racism. That works, though.
It is, but I'll take it. I'm proud of my heritage.
Yeah. Leo is Gonzo, especially after he casts his spell. Rolio Dubioso. That works as well. That works.
That could well work.
Mark is the Swedish. He is indeed the Swedish chef. He is indeed the Swedish chef. I don't speak English either. Yeah, damn right.
There we go.
There we go. Mark Cousins. I think Leo is Floyd Pepper, the bass player. Oh, that's a good one. Rolf the dog is a difficult one. Rolf the dog is a very difficult one.
Oh, I'm trying to think. It's been so long since I watched the Muppets. I can't even remember some of these characters.
Well, Rolf is the dog that plays the piano, and he'll be playing something.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, oh, I can see elements of Ellie there.
Yeah, maybe.
No, maybe not Ellie.
In the trash can. That's Sesame Street, not the Muppets. That's Sesame Street.
Oh, that's Scott M.
Yeah, that's definitely Scott M. Even though he's not a Muppet, but should be Officer Crabtree from Hello Hello. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Everyone's saying hello to you. Coover is Fozzie Bear. You could work as Fozzie Bear.
I could do Fozzie Bear. I have admired him for a long time, I must admit.
Yeah. But I do think Scott M has to be either one of Statler and Waldorf. He just has to be, doesn't he?
Both.
Which one is he? Statler or Waldorf? I think Waldorf.
Absolutely both.
Yeah, just both of them. Okay, that works. Just looked up Floyd Pepper. He likes that. That's it. My next tattoo is Statler and Waldorf. Yeah, it works. What was it? Ian and Scott M could be either of them two. Put them together. They choose which one is which. But Scott M sort of has to be both.
Yeah, Ian. Where would you put Ian? That's another tricky one. Not quite sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now thinking about that.
Easiest one. Kim is Miss Piggy. 100%. Leading lady of the show. That would make Rez immediately Kermit the Frog, and that just works.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll lock that one in.
Yeah, lock that one in. Kimber is Miss Piggy, mostly because she wants to punch people. Yeah, I can see that.
But then, if I'm being Fozzie Bear, who's Bobby being?
See, I originally thought making you Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, and then making Bobby K Beaker, and then you being Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. The same haircut.
I'm happy either way round. I'm happy with that. I
think that really works.
It's the segment of the show that it's.
I'll be Beaker for the red hair and the general look of shock. Yeah, locked in, sunshine, locked in. So we got to find someone for Bobby K. But Ben is Scooter. I thought so. Just because that. Me and Coos can be Bert and Ernie, but Bert and Ernie are not Muppets.
It's the same thing to me.
I like that, Ben. It works, right? Crazy Harry, the pyrotechnics expert. Yep. Pyrotechnics. Tomorrow I'm going to see Jimmy Carr hit. Oh, that's going to be great. How does Jimmy Carr fare in the US with all the PC stuff?
You know what you get in with Jimmy Carr, though, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
So I think he'll be fine. I've always liked Stuart Lee's sort of Mickey take out of him. Look, where you can justify any joke if you finish it with.
Okay. Big up Sweden. Not Muppets, but Bobby K and Coover are Beavis and. No, I don't see it. Same company, same shed. Okay, if they're in this. Okay, I don't know. Bert and Ernie still doesn't make sense for you two. It needs a bit more edge to it. Jimmy Carr's great. Jimmy Carr is really great. Sesame Street is in the Muppets universe, hence Kermit being on both. Yeah, that works. Mile High Hotspur, very jealous. I would be as well. Wagwan. He's a funny homie. He's like, I hate his laugh. But he hosts the best show on TV at the moment, which is Catster's Countdown. For me, that's the funniest show on the TV. It's so brilliant to get a show that's that good already, and then just make it funny.
Yeah,
and then combine the two. You keep the same cast, but just add Jimmy Carr instead of who's the current host? Because Countdown has a rolling host now, doesn't it? It's not the same host anymore.
Yeah, it changes all the time. They even had Des Lynam for a while, didn't they? I don't know who it is now.
They had the guy that used to present Match of the Day as well. What was his name? The guy with the glasses. Can't remember his name. For God's sake, Donna. For God's sake.
That's the only one I can think of. Des Lynam again. That's the BBC Sports presenter, isn't it?
I don't think they've had a solid, apart from Jeff Stelling. I think Jeff Stelling was the last cemented host. I think they've been doing it. Mark is definitely going to Oscar when you mentioned Shirley. Yeah, he is. Oscar the Grouch. Do you guys remember the two-headed alien monster on Sesame Street that would pronounce words together? That's Kuvan Kang right there. Oh, that works. That works. But now that we're including Sesame Street, Rez could be Big Bird.
Oh, yeah, I could see that as well.
Bird. He could be Big Bird. Good morning. I hope you're ready for your big free spurt. Yeah, Friday. He said Friday. A friend of mine from school used to write some jokes with Jimmy Carr, Reverend Obadiah, Stephen Wolf III. Good stuff. He's funny, interesting if he carries over to American humor. He does a meet afterwards. Nice guy. Yeah, his humor does not. Unless you watch British humor a lot.
I think you go back, several decades. Perhaps a lot of British humor doesn't translate over to America.
A lot of British humor still doesn't.
But nowadays, most Americans are well aware of all our comics, and we're aware of theirs. I think they've lost their golden age of stand-up, though. I mean, you go back 30 years. America was the place to go for it.
What was it? You had
died off now.
Yeah. All the Jewish guys, they were insane. You had Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers is just like, if there's one comic you could meet and have like a 2-hour dinner with, it would be Joan Rivers, because she would just make you die.
Yeah, that's probably not a good plan, man.
No, but you would die happy because you would be.
Yeah, of course you would. Yeah, fantastic.
You would die, so good. So we all
one of those rare people that can insult you to your face and you love it.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. If you're going to see it, you need to get a lot of American humor is very situational, awkward, and dry. Yes, it is. British humor is very, very dry, but very much in the right place at the right time, I would say. I think
that's the next question, isn't it? Which stand-up comic from any generation would you have to dinner if you could?
Yeah, put those in. For me, it'd either be Joan Rivers or what's his name? Other Jewish guy. I can never remember his name. Jackie Mason. Jackie Mason, classic.
I love stand-ups like Richard Pryor. He's my all-time favorite.
Richard Pryor is amazing. Lee Evans is amazing.
I'm so sure he's at dinner, though. He's more kind of a... You'd be too worried about him shooting up the turkey on the table.
Yeah.
Let's see, George Carlin I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Could just listen to him anyway. He just talks so much sense about, how ridiculous politics are. Any politics. That's what I like. You don't focus yourself on one group. You just attack all of it. There's a few. Mitch Hedberg, he was really good as well. Probably not so mainstream for a lot of people, but he had this really peculiar way of delivering stuff, and you could tell he was an ex-drug addict and everything. Well, probably not even ex. He just had this really strange way of delivering it. It was so funny, so awkward, but hilarious.
Yeah. Robin Williams is another one. He was hysterical as a stand-up. Eddie Murphy as a stand-up as well in the early eras when he just there was no holds barred. He was absolutely brilliant. He was mental.
Oh, Robin Williams, fantastic.
Yeah, just love the guy. Jackie Mason would be phenomenal at dinner, especially a Friday night dinner. I think he'd be hilarious. For God's sake. Dave Allen, maybe.
Oh yeah, he was good.
YouTube
true.
A lot.
That's true.
Yeah, Jimmy Carr and Mickey Flanagan is hysterical. I love Mickey Flanagan. When I saw him in concert, it was brilliant. You've got to almost go to a televised one though, because that's when he uses most of it. Like if you go to that small one, I think he's testing out jokes to see if they're funny or not, and people. But the more televised ones, like he will like bring out the absolute monsters. Hedberg is the GOAT. He would love to Twitter. Yeah, Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry is amazing.
Wouldn't call Stephen Fry a stand-up, but yeah, it'd be brilliant to have it as a guest.
I would love to have. Oh yeah, Al Murray at dinner would be hilarious. He's absolutely brilliant. He's
so knowledgeable of history in particular.
Yeah. Well, I would like Andy Kaufman is a relative of mine. Amazingly,
is he?
Yeah. Brilliant. If you look at a picture of my dad when he was younger and look at a picture of Andy Kaufman, it's split an image.
Fantastic.
It's unbelievable.
He was a really quirky character as well.
Oh, he was one of the origins of the WWE. That was Andy Kaufman. Under Vince McMahon Sr. was.
Oh, that's right. Didn't he have a bit of a spat with Jerry the King Lawler or something?
Yeah, he did.
Then they had a match or something. Yeah, it was funny.
Chris Rock is not one of my favorites, but he is good. He's not one of my favorites. We got Susie Boo, Bougie Susie. Great to see you, miss. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. No, Jeff Harry's crap. And she's saying, hey, Bobby and Cooves with smiley faces. Oh, Andy Kaufman. If you guys haven't seen it, go and watch Kaufman's My Breakfast with Blassie featuring classy Fred Blassie. Yeah, that works. Sarah Silverman can be very funny.
Yeah.
You've got to like her style of jokes, though. Oh, for God's sake. Where is it? I've seen Jimmy. Yeah, I've got to try one of those. Yeah.
I think that's probably what he's always going to be most remembered for, isn't it?
Yeah. Loved Taxi. Yeah. I saw John Mulaney he got out of the rehab. Absolutely hilarious. There are some great ones. Patton Oswalt. Who's everyone's favourite comic? In the chat, everyone put your favorite comic. Freddie Starr was hilarious live. Gosh, Donnie, yeah, she does. What's everyone's favorite comic?
I absolutely love comics that were prepared to go to the really dark places that you shouldn't have jokes about, but it's funny just to have them. So for me right now, I love Anthony Jeselnik.
Yeah,
it's very controversial for a lot of people, but I love taking it to those dark places, you know, the worst subjects you can think of and make light of it, because I've done it all my life, use humor and a bit of comedy to deal with difficult subjects. It's a really good coping mechanism for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
So if you understand that part, then all humor is good. As long as it makes you laugh, it's good humor.
Star Trek's not a comic. For God's sake. Man on the Moon is about. Yes, it is. It is. I love that stuff. It's a great. REM's brilliant. I saw him a couple of months ago. Great stuff, Leo. Defense Mechanism. Yeah. Any comedian with dark humor does it for me. Jimmy Carr's the man then. When it comes
Frankie
to that.
Boyle.
Yeah, Frankie Boyle. The Scottish bloke that used to be on.
Probably is Frankie Boyle.
Frankie Boyle, wasn't it?
Ooh. Billy Connolly as well. Also,
Billy Connolly is fantastic. His joke about having the laxative, still funny to this day. Absolutely.
I like the one about him and his mates going to Rome, and they decide they're going to go and meet the Pope and that sort of thing. And they end up having creme de menthe because it's the Pope's favorite drink.
Yeah,
that was brilliant. As well, ends up with them getting plastered on creme de menthe, unable to walk, and they say, no wonder he always gets carried around in a chair.
Yeah. Brilliant. Stavros Halaki. I've not heard of this guy. I've not heard of this one.
Can't say I know that one either.
Yeah. Big up Tequila. Tequila. Big up. Tommy Cooper is still my favorite. Not like that. Like that.
Fantastic.
Love Tommy Cooper. Craig Ferguson has got his late show.
Yeah.
They've
Is that the Canadian one?
Is he Canadian or is he American? No, American. It's an American TV show. Craig Ferguson. He's Scottish. He was brilliant. American. He's the Late Show.
I'm trying to think who that is. I'll have to look them up. Might be thinking of somebody else.
Peter Kay. Yeah, he's not as funny now. He's not a chubby bloke. He lost a ton of weight. My mum said she saw him at the O2, and like people couldn't believe it was him because he was so thin.
For stand-up, I really don't like Peter Kay, but for writing, some of it's brilliant. Brilliant. I mean, Phoenix Nights, that's one of my favourite series. Yeah. It was just so well done.
Yeah. Was an extra in Man on the Moon in the wrestling scenes. Great stuff. Top of the Morning, Roberto. The only Stavros I know is the guy who did Greek dancing with his son, and they won Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, I remember it. Remember him very well. Don't see many comics lately, but I do like Ismo. I've not heard of Ismo. Five Guys has been busy. Drew Carey show for a long time. Bill Bailey's amazing. Bill Bailey's exceptional.
I don't know if I even count him as stand-up. He's because he puts so much music into it. He's like more of an experience, isn't he? It's a performance rather than just stand-up.
Yeah, it's a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Craig Ferguson shows were very borderline. They were very borderline. But the problem is a lot of the time when they did those jokes, he wasn't the guy that did it. People went on these shows just to flirt outrageously. It was brilliant. Ricky Gervais, if it's stand-ups, how about George Carlin? Ricky Gervais is very good.
George Carlin, I loved, yeah.
Craig Ferguson, what's the national colour of Scotland? Damp. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've just looked up who Craig Ferguson is. Yes, I remember him all right. Yeah, there was some very funny, though. Very funny.
Rich Hall was funny with his singlets, made up words like you only take one flavour of Neapolitan ice cream. It's called isocism. Yep. I like it. Stan Laurel for me, still relevant even today. Zach Galifianakis, yeah, he's good. Between Toe Ferns. Roy of the Rovers was a good comic. Different type of comic, Donna. Bill Bailey's very intelligent. Did Dave Chappelle make it? No, not really. American humor.
I really do like him. He's one of my favourites.
He's been cancelled though recently, but with a lot of his views now. He went well too far. He went far, and then he crossed the line, and then he pissed everyone off. So he continued on, and it made.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm all for that. I don't think there should be a line when it comes to comedy.
Comedy is you're supposed to break the barriers and see what is funny and what isn't. And when you know what isn't funny, you don't do it anymore. You've got to, with the audience, you've got to find where their border is.
I'm trying to think who it was explaining it with the dark jokes. It might have even been Frankie Boyle. Yeah. And he was just saying about, with dark humour, you look at, and the reason they think he shouldn't have people say that there's a line should be drawn and he doesn't agree with it. He's saying you look at that line, but then you look at something beyond it and think, that'll be interesting. Let's go over there and just see what it's like. It's an exploration of how far you can go with things. And obviously there's a point where the public don't like it, but I'm all for it. Just go for whatever. It's variety for me. Stuart Lee with his aggressive sort of anti-audience act. It's the Breckian alienation, they call it. But, it's a very strange experience watching Stuart Lee. I've been to watch him twice, and the way he brings the audience into it and manipulates you, and even though you know he's doing it, he's got this kind of these layers where he alienates you, but then brings you along with it, so you think you're enjoying what he's saying, but he's actually manipulating you in the background all along. It's really strange stuff. Just complete experience.
Reginald Hunter's the guy with the really deep accent, isn't he? He's really funny. I believe that's Reginald Hunter. Let's have a look.
Reginald's Reginald.
What's his middle initial? Yeah. He's really, he's very funny. He's
Reginald D. Hunter. That's what he usually calls himself.
Yeah. He's very funny. I watched Craig Ferguson special, and just everything he said about Scots being cheap made me appreciate how cheap my family is. It's in our blood. Yep. It's
Rich Hall is another one I really like. American.
Rich Hall's very funny. Yeah, the Texas guy. Yeah, I believe he's from Texas. Roy Chubby Brown. Dave Chappelle lives in my hometown. He was cancelled not long. Yeah, it was after his Netflix special. Silverman is funny. John Hamm and Larry David is not so much a good stand-up, but he's an incredible writer. Some of the things he writes are bizarre, but brilliant. Lily Savage, jokes about meeting O.J. Simpson. Comedy shows should have no. Yeah, I agree. Les Dawson was great.
These two fantastic. Trouble is nobody can go and see it now, but you can find online still on YouTube. Just go and have a look at some of Bottom Live, and when they've got their online, their live stage set going. Just look for the bits when they've gone off script and they're ad-libbing. It is some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. Literally crying with laughter over it.
Yeah. And Neil Shafton is quoting the Jam. The public gets what the public wants. Yeah, absolutely. Big up the Jam. Great tune. Larry David is peak comedy. Just hits the mark. He's just brilliant. George Carlin again. Spike Milligan.
Oh,
great one.
Spike Milligan again. You don't necessarily have to look at him as a stand-up. I look at him as a writer. Almost a social commentary at times from him, some of the stuff he comes out with. And it just takes you into this bizarre world at random. I love it. Absolutely love it. Also him, Prince Charles going on to an award ceremony for Spike Milligan. Prince Charles couldn't make it. And Spike Milligan's receiving the Lifetime Awards for comedy. And they read out this tribute from Prince Charles to Spike Milligan live on air. And Spike Milligan listens to it and all goes, "Creeping bastard."
It never ceases to amaze me, all these snowflakes going to comedy shows. Don't go if you're going to get. That's why they go. Louis Anders, they get off on getting offended. Pryor was hysterical. Michael Richards was hysterical, especially Fridays long ago. Sean Locke was epic. He was epic. The carrot in the box on Cats does count.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest things that's ever been on British TV, I think. That was.
The carrot in the box, or the cocktail. The cocktail, or his relationship with Miles Jupp when he made him eat all those whelks.
It's just fantastic stuff. The little books he comes out with as well. That was it. The tiger that went to the pub.
The tiger that went from Pine.
That was it.
It's brilliant. Speaking of comedy, Norden Lear just died. Dude used Archie Bunker as a great great stuff.
I know the name. I'm trying to think of it as well. Who was the other Norm that passed away recently?
Norman Wisdom, maybe.
No. American one. Norm MacDonald. No, was it MacDonald? Oh God, I've forgotten his name. Yeah, he hosted an awful lot of things. He just had this really strange, off the wall type of humor and delivery. Yeah, I've forgotten his name. That's bad.
Yeah.
It is Norm MacDonald. Cheers, Leo. Yeah. really quirky sort of character. I really liked him as well.
Al Murray again. Anthony Jeselnik. Bill Hicks is a good one. I enjoyed brilliant one. The expat introduced me to Roy Chubby Brown. Yeah.
I don't like Roy Chubby Brown, to be honest.
It's not my favourite. The guy I didn't like, especially, was the guy that did Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's really fun, but I don't really like it. I think it's creepy.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
It's funny, but it's just almost like, why?
For me, if you want Irish comedy program, I'd go to Father Ted every time.
Father Ted is the best one, yeah. Ben Elton, Ben Elton as a writer was impeccable.
Yeah.
Some of the things he wrote. Rick Mail.
That's another one. Ben Elton, I don't like him as a stand-up, but his writing, awesome. Oh, sorry, got to go for a second.
Oh, he's on the phone. Norman MacDonald and Matthew Perry, Norm SNL. Bill Maher is really good, very intelligent as well. Tons of comedians pay tons of respect to Norm. Yeah. Oh, Exactly was a Father Ted ripoff, and not a good one either. Not a good one. Steve Martin. But yeah, cheers to everyone for watching the show. It's been a bit of a quieter day today, but it's always good. Always good. Norman MacDonald was actually on Fridays. That was in 1980. Jon Stewart, yeah. That banjo playing was a comic, and he was an excellent. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I'd love to learn to play the banjo. I don't think I could ever do it. It's an interesting one. Interesting instrument, the banjo. It's a tiny bit warm in here. Good to see you, TJ. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Hopefully you're having a great morning. Good to see you, mate. We're talking stand-up comics. So good to see you. Good to see you. Eddie Murphy stand-up was quite good. It was very good indeed. Pick up the chat, except for that fraud, Bobby K. We got Perchy. Good to see you, Perch. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. It's Tuesday, innit? Tuesday, innit? Bill Burr is very good. Very good. Red Fox, aka Fred Sanford. What's Bobby K want? That is to remind you that is it 10 minutes, Bobby? You going live at 3 p.m. on the dot? Or is it 3:05 again? Because we will dump that link in the chat. We will dump the link in the chat as we always do for my two boys. Always going to support the boys. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? How is everyone? The weather's starting to cheer up a bit, but it's still really horrible and rainy. Fireplace looks good on the screen. The problem is my big old head blocks it. 5 past, indeed. I lied earlier. Now it's raining here. Well, you lied. You lied. Oh, yes, he is. But that is also a toxic alert, Neil. Unfortunate. Welcome back, Coos. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Just talking with an estate agent about, this long-running house-moving saga. Getting really close to actually getting the thing done now, but
yeah,
it'll probably be after Christmas, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate, but we've got loads of things. Weather here is how I like my comedy. Filthy. Great stuff. Great stuff. Hello, Future Music. Hello, Vancouver and all. Comic strip was my thing. A fistful of Traveller's Checks. Ooh.
Oh, yes. One of my all-time favourite episodes. Absolutely.
Bill Burr used to voice a cartoon on Netflix and it was hilarious. Great stuff. Great stuff. Good morning, you dark cloud grouty shit.
TJ Warren's one of my favourite stand-up comedians.
Yeah. Oh, he's good. That's funny. Well, TJ could have come on the show. He just needs to send me a message, but it's a bit too late now. We're ending in 5 minutes. Coover, come on, man.
No, I love TJ. You know, for a gooner, he's all right. He is.
TJ's a great bloke. I'm a big fan. TJ's a great guy. Thumbs up to Bobo. I've never heard that. Bobo, I like it. He goes all Australian. Bob Newhart is.
Bob Newhart. Yeah, Bob Newhart, fantastic. There's a audio cassette he did I had back in the 80s. I think it was called The Night at the Opera, and it was some of the funniest stuff I've heard. Just talking his way through what happens on each of the opera parts of the certain opera, and all the things going on about it, the way he describes it, and the timing and pauses and inflections in his voice is just absolute genius.
Yeah,
it's timeless.
Look how many people were in comic strip. Fred and Saunders for 2. Yeah. Mel Brooks. Yeah, Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks is the ultimate writer. He's the.
He really? He must be 100 now.
I think he's 97, isn't he? Mel Brooks. We have to look that up. Mel Brooks is 97. Indeed, I know. I know everything about Mel Brooks. What a guy.
There's a lot of his stuff that you couldn't get away with writing nowadays, though, isn't it? But so funny at the time.
The Jews up in space thing is bloody hilarious. It's one of my favourite things he ever wrote. Oh no! I'm going to wear a certain kit to the show and see if he roasts me yet. The Producers is my favourite musical. So good. Ooh, musicals. We have to do that another time, TJ. Mel Smith and Griff Rhys-Jones were excellent, yeah. He's close. Him and Rayner were besties, yeah. TJ is one of the few gooners I might swerve my car for if he was crossing the road in front of me.
Does that mean swerve to avoid, or no? Never mind.
Bob Nelson. That's a Mel Brooks musical. Hilarious, yeah, yeah. I like how that was a night. Nah, he'll hit me. Nah, he'll hit me. Oh.
This has just reminded me of one of the funniest things I read ages ago. In things written on insurance claims, car insurance claims, and there was one of them that said the testimony from the driver. I had to swerve several times before I hit them.
Yeah,
it's just brilliant. The man had a worrying look on his face as he bounced off the bonnet of my car.
Nathan Lane's another bloody good one. I went and saw in Broadway The Addams Family, and he was in it, and he was absolutely immense. He was absolutely immense. Rodney Dangerfield, my personal car, definite in my bus. Hit that is. Yeah. Don't go to Canada, TJ. Don't go to Canada. Reverend Obadiah played his hometown and asked if his ex-girlfriends were in the audience. Found one of them's chlamydia. And I'm thinking involved blowing. Nathan Lane is a legend, absolutely. Birdcage with Nathan Lane and Robin Williams is all-timer. Also, Mouse Hunt with Nathan Lane and Lee Evans. That is an unbelievable duo. You've seen Mouse Hunt, of course, haven't you, Cleaver? Have you seen Mouse Hunt?
No, I haven't.
That's your homework for tonight. You'll love that.
I'll be on it. Mouse Hunt. Yeah.
Mouse Hunt. It's absolutely impeccable. I guess I'm never going to Toronto. Yeah, don't go. The TTC is not good apparently. Great show as usual, gents. Absolutely. Second City TV. Yep. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a chicken. TG, you ever come back to Denver? Oh, is this a hint? Rick as a cowboy arguing about Watford Football Club at a gunfight is my favourite scene. Unfortunately,
yeah, absolutely.
unfortunately, you have used the word.
No, because this isn't talking about the F word itself. This is talking about people talking about the F word itself.
Okay.
It is a comedy scene. It is. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I just want to give the toxic alert. I just want to.
They're trying to initiate a fake gunfight because they're like, dressed up as cowboys with pistols with blanks in. They've gone to Spain to recreate the spaghetti western type stuff, and they're always looking for a way to start the argument so they can have the gunfight. And this best one was what's your favourite football team?
Yeah,
was Watford. Yes, well, I say Watford can't play to save their lives, amigo.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I don't agree. I say they can play. They just need a new manager.
Yeah.
Well,
that just makes sense.
Just cannot start the argument.
But unfortunately, guys, that is our time. Bobby K is about to go premiere with his two wonderful boys, and I believe it is Mr. Daigle that's appearing on it. So the link is in the chat, and we can spam it a few more times. But when can we next find you, Cooves? When can we next find you on the airwaves?
Friday night. Coov and the Kang will be on. I believe we have. Who do we have coming on? I've got Ash. Ash might well be coming on.
Yeah.
She's been on a few channels lately. Always good to see her face on screen now.
Lee Smithy Smith as well.
Lee Smithy Smith is on as well. Yes, I believe. I don't know who else. So could we see a Mr. Kaufman as well? That's always possible.
It's just after the Nottingham Forest games, so I'll be in. So
we shall see. I think you know by now you're a regular face on the
damn right.
on the show.
Damn right. So, I'll be there, and of course, Brewing Bollocks tomorrow at 3:30.
Absolutely. I think Bobby's going to be a little bit busy this week now because he's got his new horror script to write. Bobby K, Bus Killer.
Damn right. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. We will be back tomorrow for Brewing Bollocks tomorrow at 3:30 UK time. Thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. A quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess.